Eliza, right? I'm pretty sure this is the right phone number. I've got something urgent to speak about. Please respond as soon as you can.
Who is this? I don't recognize your phone number.
I've come to ask you, what is wrong with you? What kind of household are you running over there?
What?
Your son has my daughter pregnant.
Wait, what? Caleb? He got someone pregnant?
Yes, I am certain it is your son. I asked her directly, and she said he is the only one she slept with. This is unacceptable. She is still in middle school. She's just 14 years old.
Middle school? How did they even meet then? Caleb is in high school.
I suppose it might have been during a field trip.
How did you get my number anyway?
I asked a neighbor for it.
So we're neighbors then? Or at least you live very close by.
That's not important right now. My daughter is in hysterics right now. She says Caleb just completely abandoned her after this happened. And so I'm asking you to pay up, make amends for what you've done. I'm asking for $30,000.
$30,000?
Don't you think that's fair? My daughter is carrying a child in middle school. He's practically ruined her life.
Then can we at least meet face to face first? I would like to discuss this in person. Please, I need answers about what exactly happened.
No.
Why the heck not? Please, I'm begging you. Just let us talk about this.
I am not giving in to the demands of someone who can't even raise a child properly.
Can I speak to your daughter at least? I want to hear her side of the story. Plus, I want to know how they met.
Are you stupid or something? I already told you she's in hysterics right now. She isn't going to talk to you. She won't even leave her room right now. She's just been in there crying all day.
I never thought I'd get a grandchild this early, not gonna lie. I'm only 42, so this all happened sooner than I expected.
Are you serious? Get a grip! Can you not take this seriously? Do you not realize what happened? This is my daughter's future we're talking about. Your son ruined my daughter's life. And I demand that you make up for it and give me the money I deserve. If you don't willingly give up the 30 grand, I'll be taking this matter to court.
That surely would be a problem. I'll make sure to tell my my husband about this.
Gang?
Apologies, my hand slipped and my autocorrect messed it up. Forget about it.
Is your husband involved in gang activities or something?
My husband's name is Edward.
Well, that's certainly not a name I'd think of for a gangster.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But regardless, is it really important? As long as you're not lying, I'll help you get this sorted as soon as I can.
You think I'm lying?
Of course I do. Caleb would never do something like that.
You're just a terrible mother. You have no idea what your son is doing behind your back. I've seen pictures of your son. He's quite an attractive young man.
Why, thank you.
You don't think maybe he's used to female attention and has dabbled in this sort of stuff? I'm sure my daughter's not the first.
I wonder.
I've seen him hanging out around the school entrance sometimes, too. It's like he's just waiting to pick up women.
I see.
If your husband really is part of a gang, I still won't back down. Threaten me all you want. I will call the police if I have to.
Understood, ma'am. First things first, I'm gonna sit down with the two of them and have a long talk.
Do whatever you want. I expect the money by the end of next week.
As if my mature and well-behaved son would be out there sleeping with a young girl like that. I would never believe such a silly story. My name is Eliza, and I am 42 years old. You can imagine my surprise when I got messages like that out of the blue. I can't even talk to the little girl, since she's supposedly locked inside of her room. I have no idea what I should do. I decided to have a chat with my husband, Edward. We need to discuss what to do, decide if we're paying Hannah this money she's demanding. I decided I needed more information, so I tried to initiate a conversation once more. However, I didn't expect it all to go down like this. Hello, Hannah. It's me again.
And? Are you going to give me the money?
I had a long talk with my husband. We agreed we have enough in our savings to spare for this situation.
You seriously have that much? He must really be involved in a gang then. Is it criminal activity?
If I give you the money, you must agree to forgive Caleb.
You didn't answer my question. Never mind. It's not important. I've changed my mind while you were away. I'm asking for $50,000 now.
What?
I need money for the surgery to terminate the pregnancy. So that's another $20,000 added to your bill.
Well, if that's what it takes, I guess I can manage that.
Wait, really? OMG, then. $50,000.
And what is that money for?
My daughter is depressed. He's completely broken her spirit. I need the money to get her therapy and make her all better.
All right, I understand. I will discuss it with my husband.
Nice!
Are you enjoying this? Your daughter is suffering, no? Yet you seem pretty excited.
If I get this money, then she won't suffer anymore. I can make her all better. So of course I'm excited.
All right, whatever. Anyway, where would you like to meet up? So that I can give you the money, I mean.
Huh? Oh, I don't know if that's the best idea.
If you won't meet with me, then how do you expect to get the money? I'm not doing this huge exchange online. Besides, I want to make sure for myself that your daughter is really pregnant.
Okay. If I come to meet you, you'll really give me the $50,000, right?
Yes, I will. If this is all true, it's only fair I hand over the money. And I don't know anything about you. I'm afraid you'll do something if I refuse.
All right, sounds good. I'll let you meet with me then.
How does next weekend sound?
I will message you a time and place sometime soon then.
Sounds good. I'm quite excited, to be honest. I'm curious to see what you look like, and just what kind of person you are.
Huh? Why do you care?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget about it.
Something came up and we need to speed up the process. I need to meet with you now to get the money.
Wait, seriously? I haven't even gone to the bank yet. Why do you need the money right now? Did you get her an abortion appointment so soon?
No, that's not what it is.
Well, it's not my money that I'm handing over. I really think you should discuss this with my husband since he's the one giving it. I'll create a group chat for us. Hey, this is Edward. I'm Eliza's husband. I heard you need money.
Yes, that's right.
I have plenty of money to pay the $50,000 if that's what you demand. But first, I must ask. Are you really telling the truth?
Of course I am.
I just can't believe that my son was going around and seducing girls behind our back.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I've got a daughter over here that's now suffering because of him, you know. Stop taking his side and face the truth.
Okay, so you're 100% telling the truth?
Of course I am.
I see. That's good. That's a relief.
What?
If you were lying, I'd have to deal with matters in my own way.
And what exactly do you mean by deal with?
Oh, it's not that important. I'd have to go around and try and find concrete and a mixer. It would be a huge pain, to be honest.
What? Are you threatening me right now? You're saying you're gonna bury me under concrete?
Of course not. I've heard it's popular to just drop people into the Pacific nowadays.
Oh, so now you're threatening to drown me?
Personally, my favorite method is still the pigs. Leaving someone with a horde of starving pigs is a sure way to get rid of any evidence, after all.
You really intended to feed me life to a bunch of animals?
Of course not. I'm just being cautious. I haven't threatened anything. Sounds like your imagination is getting the best of you. Besides, if you're not lying, then there's absolutely no need to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not a monster. If I found out you were lying right now, I'd probably be able to forgive you. But if I handed over $50,000 and then found out, that might be a different story. I can't promise I'd be able to control my anger.
I see.
I'd definitely be careful if I were you, Hannah. My husband has gotten into more than his fair share of fights before. He's even sent a few to their graves early a few times.
You're saying he beat someone to death?
Well, he did a lot of other stuff too. But yes, that's basically what happened. That's why we're both glad you're not lying to us.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hannah, mind giving me your address?
Yeah, that's fine. I live on the same street as you. It's just down to the right, number 16.
Oh, isn't that where Rich lives?
Huh? You've been here before?
I've talked with your husband a couple of times, I believe. Although I heard you two are splitting up now, right? I heard something at least about one of you filing for divorce.
Yeah.
If there's anything you've got to say, I'd say it now. Or forever hold your peace. Edward is sort of known for finding people no matter where they run. So make sure you tell us everything, okay?
I'm sorry. It was a lie. I made it up. I'm really sorry.
Oh, is that so?
Well, my husband and I are getting a divorce, yes. Because he caught me cheating. I owe him $50,000 in alimony, so I just really needed that money.
And yet you asked for more than that. You were just being greedy, eh?
I'm just a housewife. Or was, anyway. I don't have any money to support myself now that he's leaving me. Of course I'd want the money.
What about your daughter, then?
I was lying about that, too. I'm so sorry. She's just cooped up in her room playing games.
I see.
And she's never met your son, as far as I know. Your son did nothing wrong.
Well, obviously. No offense, but I knew that from the start. It was just trying to get you to admit your lie that was the hard part. I'm glad you finally came clean.
What? How did you know I was lying?
Because I don't really have a son. I have a daughter.
What?
Yeah, I was just playing along with what you said, really. But it would be biologically impossible for her to get your daughter pregnant. That's why your accusation caught me so off guard.
Is that boy I saw not yours? That pretty boy I always see walking down the street. That's not your son?
That would probably be our daughter. She doesn't dress very feminine, so who knows? Maybe you did mistake her for a pretty boy. She does a lot of sports, so she keeps her hair short to keep it out of the way.
I can't believe this. Did I really not notice?
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually told her about this and she got pretty self-conscious. She's kept herself holed up in her room as well recently now.
Wait, what is wrong with you? If you knew I was lying from the start, why didn't you say? You could have just called the police, right? Or are you just toying with me?
Yeah, we went to the police about this. When I showed them the text, they kind of brushed it off. They told us it's probably just a prank and to block you. So they didn't really do anything. So we decided to get a confession ourselves. Then we could take you to the cops afterwards.
Take me to the cops? Oh, wait, but your husband said he'd forgive me if I was honest, didn't he?
As I see it, you have two options. You can take yourself to the police or we can deal with things in our own way.
Wait, no! I understand. Don't do that. I'll turn myself in. Please forgive me.
Good to hear. We'll be coming over to your house now to escort you then. Be a good girl and come with us, yeah?
I don't feel like I have a choice.
In the end, Hannah went with us very willingly. Once we got to the police, we found out there was more than she had originally let on. In fact, she had scammed other people this way in the past. Quite a few times, actually. I guess that's why she was so confident about all of it. It wasn't her first time. It's finally the end of her little reign of terror, at least. I'm a little sad she went willingly, you know? It would have been more fun if I let you take care of things. Shh, stop saying that. You're gonna make people actually think I'm a gangster or something. Yeah, she totally bought that lie. As if my weak little husband could ever do something like that. Yeah, it's a good thing she hasn't seen me in person. To think we just have $50,000 lying around, too. I can't believe she didn't question us when we lied about having it ready. I'm kind of glad we had a daughter after all of this. Having a boy that you have to keep under surveillance with girls sounds like a hassle. At least we can trust our daughter not to do anything like that. Yeah, she seems pretty upset after being mistaken for a boy, though. She decided to grow her hair out a little bit. Yeah, isn't that going to annoy her when she's exercising? I did ask her that. She said she didn't care. Aw, poor girl. Yeah, but all we can do is encourage her to be herself. Anyway, with that, the crazy situation was finally over. Hannah ended up getting 3 years imprisonment due to the scandal. Not that she didn't deserve it. The police tracked down a few other families she had scammed in the past. She's now required to do community service and pay them back in the future. Her daughter isn't exactly very happy with her, unsurprisingly. Imagine being used as a pawn for something like this. Poor thing. She even told her mother she was glad she'd get a break while she was in prison. But things have finally calmed down now. I hope we can return to our normal life soon. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!
I'm canceling our New Year's trip.
What? Why? I've already taken time off work. And I've booked the hotel. It's not enough notice to cancel.
My mom and my sister are saying they want to go on vacation together again, and they want me to go too.
What?
You'll have to stay home by yourself.
Again? That's 5 years in a row. You can't do this again, Jordan. You promised this year you'd definitely go on vacation with me. You said so a year ago when this same thing happened.
Yeah, I know, and I was meaning to go with you. But my sister said she really wants to go and see the fireworks together again this year. It's kind of our family tradition.
So you're just going to leave me behind and go off with your family for the holidays again?
Well, yeah. It's just a trip we always go on together, just our close family.
So how come Caroline's husband is considered a close family and I'm not? I don't see the huge difference.
Try not to worry about those tiny details. That's your problem. You're always anxious about the little things. We might not be related by blood, but we still have a bond. He's basically my brother.
What are you talking about? You never hang out. And what about me? You've been treating me like garbage recently.
How have I been treating you like garbage? It's just that my family don't really get along with strangers. We like to keep ourselves to ourselves. And you'll have to look after my niece, like last year. I'm sure you don't mind.
I knew you were going to say that.
Do you have a problem or something?
It's just that I've never had kids or looked after them that much before. It's not something that just comes naturally to everyone. She's still so little. It makes me nervous looking after her by myself. What if something happens to her because I don't know what I'm doing? And I said last year I didn't want to do it and you promised it wouldn't happen again.
It's only been 4 times so far. It's not like we're making you look after her every weekend.
It just felt like such a long time to be alone with a kid I barely know.
I guess you're really not cut out for having kids, are you? It's probably a good thing that we don't have any ourselves. Oh, all right. I mean, it's probably a good thing you can't have kids.
Excuse me?
What? I'm just speaking the truth. Whose fault do you think it is that we can't have kids?
I know that you think it's my fault we can't have kids because I'm having trouble conceiving.
Then what is your problem with looking after my sisters?
Those are 2 completely different issues. I'm not your housekeeper. You can't just order me to look after your sister's child. I think you should treat me with more respect.
Have you forgotten that you owe me?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Your ex-husband was violent and abusive. He stole your savings and left you in a bunch of debt. You didn't have anyone else in the world and I looked after you.
I still really appreciate what you did for me 8 years ago. But when we found out I couldn't have children, you started acting just like my ex-husband. And you've been the same way ever since.
I haven't touched you. You can't compare me to him.
No, perhaps you haven't hurt me physically. But you still hurt me with your words.
I don't call you names and cuss you out like he used to.
Maybe not. But you say things that make me think I don't really mean much to you. And when your mother is rude to me, you never try to defend me. And when your sister treats me like an idiot, you just laugh along like it's some kind of hilarious joke.
I just go along with that stuff because the alternative is to offend everyone and make everyone uncomfortable. Is that what you want? You have got such victim mentality. I think perhaps you should try not to take things so personally from now on.
I thought maybe this year, if we went away together, we could try and repair our relationship. Obviously, I was wrong. You've got no intention of investing any time or effort into our marriage, have you?
Are you saying that we should get a divorce? Is that what you want?
That's not what I said. I just think we should try a little harder to be a proper husband and wife.
I think this whole conversation is a waste of my time. Do we have to talk about this now? You should be able to take care of my niece without causing a huge fuss like this. It's just something normal families do for each other.
I think you and I have a very different idea of what normal families are like to each other.
If you don't have any kids yourself, you should be prepared to look after other people's. You should want to share in the responsibility. If we're not on the same page about this, I think it's about time we think about getting a divorce. You're going against my wishes, and that's not the kind of woman I want to be married to.
Do we really have to go that far?
Well, it's not like you'll be able to survive if we get a divorce. For starters, you'd have to pay back the $10,000 I lent you to pay off your ex-husband's debt.
I could never afford to pay it all back in one go.
That's what I thought. You'd never be able to save all that money with your minimum wage, part-time, convenience store job. So what do you say? Are you gonna look after your sister-in-law's kid?
Fine, I'll do it. My name is Michelle. I'm a 38-year-old divorcee. I got married to my college boyfriend about 10 years ago. At first, we were happy and everything was fine. But gradually, he got into drinking and gambling, and eventually he started to run up a lot of debt. Then he began to take out his frustration on me. At first, he just shouted and called me names, but after a while, that didn't satisfy him and he started to hit me. After we had been married for about a year and a half, we split up. In fact, he ran off with all of my savings. So that was the end of my first marriage. And that was around the time I met the man who's my husband now, Jordan. When I first met Jordan, I thought he had been sent by the gods to rescue me from my hellish life. He was so kind to me, and his mom was so nice, and they all welcomed me into his family. I thought I was finally going to be able to live a happy and stress-free life. But then we discovered I couldn't have children. And suddenly it seemed like everyone turned their back on me. I guess I just have the worst luck with men. I think my mother-in-law was really looking forward to having more grandchildren, and she had her heart set on Jordan having a son to carry on the family name. And I guess Jordan really wanted to make that dream come true as well. When he realized I couldn't have kids, he just started treating me like a housekeeper. I became someone he expected to cook, clean, and do his laundry for him, and that was it. But I really can't deal with this treatment anymore. I've been paying Jordan back the money that he lent me each month, and I was hoping that way I could gradually repay my debt. But it looks like if I don't pay back all that money, this awful situation will just continue until I finally can. I'd been worrying about what to do for a while, when suddenly someone stepped up. And it was someone who I never expected to help me out.
Did my brother tell you what's going on? I hope you're looking forward to taking care of my daughter again this year. She's excited to stay with her Auntie Michelle.
Oh, hey, Caroline. Sorry, I can't.
What? Are you kidding? I thought you agreed. Jordan said you'd take care of it.
I may have said that reluctantly. He told me that if I didn't agree to it, he would divorce me.
Oh, right. That's what Mom said too. If that girl doesn't cooperate, then I'll make sure they get a divorce.
Look, why do you guys all seem to hate me so much?
You are aware that you're infertile, aren't you?
You can't use that against me like this. I didn't know that when I agreed to marry Jordan. It's not like I tricked him into marrying me.
I'm actually so thankful that you can't have kids.
What on earth do you mean?
You know, when we realized I was having a daughter, Mom was so grumpy. She didn't speak to me for weeks. You know how much she wants a grandson. But then when you came along, she perked up a bit. I guess she thought she was finally going to get one. And then when we found out you were infertile, she just started spending all her energy hating on you, and she never pays any attention to what I'm doing at all.
Is it really so important for her to have a grandson? What's the big deal? I thought grandparents were supposed to love their grandchildren unconditionally and think them the cutest things in the whole world.
Oh, it's really not that easy. You don't have kids, so you wouldn't understand. I realized when I had my daughter, actually. I probably didn't want to have kids in the first place.
What?
So my mom keeps asking why I'm not getting pregnant again and trying for a son, but I really don't want to.
You're the most irresponsible person I think I've ever known.
It's just that I've learned from the experience of having my first kid that I don't need anymore. That's all. You can't blame me for that. I'm not even sure if I want the first one, though, actually. Do you want her? You guys could adopt her. I'm pretty sure she likes you better than me.
How can you possibly say that? What if your daughter knew you thought like that?
But it's so much easier without kids. They take up so much time and effort. I haven't had a lion in almost 5 years. And I want to spend more time with my husband. By ourselves.
Does your husband feel like that too? I suppose he must.
All right, you've never really met him, have you?
I think we've met once, but it's not like we have much time to get to know each other.
Don't get me wrong. My husband really loves his daughter. It's kind of annoying, actually. It's like he's obsessed with her. That's kind of why I could do without her.
Are you jealous of your own daughter? You have to be kidding me.
He even says he wants to take our daughter on vacation with us. So I told him we can't, since Auntie Michelle is so desperate to see her and look after her.
That's a lie, though.
That's fine. He'll never know if you don't tell him. And it's so much more convenient to go on vacation without her. She would ruin all my New Year plans.
What about my New Year plans? I had a hotel booked and everything. Haven't you even thought about that? And if I can't go on vacation, I'd like to spend the holidays relaxing at home, not looking after someone else's kid.
Maybe you can spend your holidays relaxing at home after you've repaid all the money my brother lent you.
Excuse me?
Oh, I forgot. That's going to be impossible for you with your convenience store job.
If you know that, why are you messaging to torment me about it?
I was wondering why you don't get a better job, but then I remembered. You didn't graduate high school, did you? It's funny because you don't look like a typical dropout.
That's because I was forced to drop out of high school and get a job when my parents passed away.
With that kind of resume, I don't suppose anyone wants to hire you, do they?
Maybe not, but I can't go on like this.
Why not? It doesn't seem that bad. Just do a little child minding now and then you're good with me. And if you keep doing your part-time convenience store thing and being Jordan's housekeeper, I'm sure you'll pay it back eventually.
That's not how I want to live my life.
And you don't exactly have any connections either. I'm so thankful my husband is the president of his company. We have such a comfortable life.
Oh, he's the company president? I didn't realize that. That's nice for you.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, in reality, we can afford to hire a babysitter when we go away, but it just doesn't make sense to spend the money when you're right there. But if we do that, my husband will definitely say he'd rather just take our daughter with us.
Why is it you don't want to take her with you?
You do know she's only 5 years old, right? She'll probably cry in the car and we'd have to keep stopping so that she can pee and have a snack and stuff. It's just easier to leave her at home. I do wish we'd never had her. Life was way simpler, and we had so much more freedom when she wasn't around.
Oh, I see. I think you might be one of the worst parents I've ever had the misfortune to meet. You're awful.
Hey! You can't talk to me like that. You've got no right. You don't even have the ability to have children. What do you know about it?
To be honest, I really can't understand how God could give you a child and not me, when I love and cherish one so much. Why do you get to be so lucky?
Perhaps he looked at you and decided you just didn't deserve to be a parent, and I do. That's such a hilarious thought.
I'm so done with this.
That's fine. Thanks for looking after my daughter anyway.
We're going on vacation tomorrow. Have you finished preparing for the kid to stay at ours?
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to. I'm going to have to refuse this time.
What?
I just can't get over the feeling that what you and your family are doing is wrong. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. That's what I've decided.
Oh, for God's sake, you really never learn, do you? Have you already forgotten that I said if you don't obey me, we're getting a divorce?
No, I didn't forget. I took the divorce papers in today, actually.
What? Is that your attempt at a joke? It's not very funny.
It's not the kind of thing I would joke about. I'm not such a terrible person. But you and I are definitely done.
Did you keep the divorce papers that we signed before? I thought that we threw those away after you begged me to reconsider.
I didn't beg you. I thought we should try. But I also thought I should keep hold of those papers in case it didn't work out. Which it clearly didn't.
So, are you not going to be able to pay back all the money that you owe me in one go?
Yeah, I think I could manage it.
Did you get a loan or something? The premiums will be too high. If you can't pay it back, you'll end up going bankrupt.
I didn't take out a loan, don't worry.
Oh, you're lying. There's no way you could pay back all that money with your wages. You must have got the money from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So, where's the money coming from? You got a loan, didn't you?
Actually, someone completely unexpected has offered to help me out.
Who is it?
Caroline's husband.
Anthony?
That's right. He said he wanted to know what was going on with us. And he apologized for letting Caroline force me to look after their daughter. Turns out he was getting suspicious of her and wondered if it was really true that I was desperate to look after her.
But you don't even have Anthony's number. How did you get in touch with him? I thought you'd only met him that once and didn't really even speak to him.
That's true. It was actually a complete coincidence that I ran into him again. He came into the convenience store where I was working.
Are you kidding me? A tiny little store like yours that the local residents hardly even use? There's no way that he went in there coincidentally. Besides, he usually only shops at Trader Joe's and buys organic and paleo and stuff like that.
He said his company is thinking about buying up some smaller convenience stores like ours to turn them into Whole Food stores. That's why he was there. He was checking out possible locations.
I still can't believe he was there just by coincidence. The chances are so small.
I guess it was probably a miracle then. He was like, "Do you really love my daughter that much?" And he looked kind of dubious about it, so I didn't want to lie to him. I got kind of mad, actually. I told him straight up, I never once said I want to look after your daughter.
You did?
But he wasn't angry. He just wanted to hear what had been going on with us. It seemed like he really wanted to think of a good solution to my problems.
What kind of solution? What did you do?
Well, for one thing, Anthony isn't going on vacation with the rest of you tomorrow. He's going to stay at home and spend time with his daughter.
Impossible. I haven't heard anything about that.
He said he'd wait till the last moment to tell you all. It's kind of like how you waited till the last moment to cancel our trip, isn't it?
I didn't leave it till the day before.
He also said he wasn't going to put any money towards the vacation this time.
What? He can't do that. That vacation is pretty expensive. I was counting on him to pay, because otherwise I'm not so sure I can afford it.
That's not even the real news. I'm just getting to the important bit, if you'll shut up and let me.
There's more?
He's getting a divorce. I don't think he'll mind me telling you since he's telling Caroline today.
Oh, you can't be serious over this stupid trip?
Well, it's more like Caroline has been lying to him for years about a lot of different stuff. And he's sick of the way she treats their daughter when she thinks he's not paying attention. But when I showed him some of her texts, I think that's when he knew he needed to get a divorce. All of the things she wrote about not wanting their daughter, it's pretty bad. I can see why he wouldn't want to stay with her.
What are you talking about? Caroline loves their daughter.
Yeah, right. But I'm not sure if he's had time to tell her yet, so don't start texting her about it.
Someone should let her know.
I don't think you're the right person.
I think this was a bad idea. She is so confused and angry. Can you talk to her?
What is this about me getting a divorce? Are you guys making this up to mess with me?
How much do you know?
I told her pretty much everything you just said.
What do you mean Anthony came into your nasty convenience store by chance? That kind of coincidence only happens in movies. I bet you hired a private detective to collect dirt on me, didn't you? That's the kind of basic thing you do.
If I could afford to hire a private detective, don't you think I would have just used the money to pay Jordan back?
This is ridiculous! You think Anthony wants a divorce? That's impossible. You just think we're unhappy because you are. If we get a divorce, what am I going to do? How will I get by?
Perhaps you should be talking about this stuff with Anthony?
Would I have to get a job? I wouldn't know where to start. I just got married after college, so I've never really had a job.
Of course you'd have to get a job.
But I can't. If this is all true and I end up divorced, you'll have to lend me some money, Jordan.
Why would I?
Because it's your wife that caused all of these problems. You should take responsibility for her actions.
Actually, we already filed for divorce. I don't think he has to take responsibility for me, if he doesn't want to.
You're getting a divorce as well?
Yeah, and since we don't have any children or property to divide, it ought to be a pretty simple thing. I think I'm going to live on my own from now on.
I can't afford to keep you and Mom as well as myself, Caroline. At least one of you is gonna have to get a job.
But Michelle, you never really wanted to get a divorce, did you? I'm sure we can cancel the application if we act quickly.
I'll give you another chance if you can stop Anthony from going through with this.
You're deluded. I'm so excited to be finally getting away from you.
But what are you gonna do now? You can't afford to rent an apartment on your current wages, can you? And with your work history and lack of education, it's gonna be difficult for you to find a proper job. I don't think that you've thought this through.
Actually, I have Anthony to thank there too.
What do you mean?
Next month, I'm going to start working for his company.
Oh, that is crazy. How is everything suddenly going your way?
I'm going to be a full-time store manager at one of his stores. I've been working at convenience stores and supermarkets my whole life, so I might as well put some of that knowledge to good use.
So now that you no longer have any use for me, we're done. Is that it?
When I think about how you rescued me and looked after me when I was at rock bottom, I really am thankful. But since those days, you treated me so badly. I just think that there's nothing left for us to save anymore.
Well, if that's how you feel, I guess I can't stop you.
I don't want Anthony to divorce me!
I'm going to leave you guys to it. See you around. A week later, Anthony and Caroline filed for divorce. Anthony is applying for sole custody of his daughter. I don't doubt that he'll get it. He's already living with his daughter full-time, and it seems like they're really enjoying their life together. I don't think Jordan was prepared to find out how thoughtless his mom and sister are when it comes to money. Apparently, he tried to abandon them and run off by himself somewhere. But it didn't work, because he's such a mommy's boy. So he's having to make his paycheck feed all three of them at the moment. Doesn't look like either his mom or his sister are going to get a job anytime soon. He was always pretty careful with money and liked to save whatever he didn't spend. But his sister is just so wasteful and can't stop buying all these useless things. So it sounds like they're living a pretty sad existence right now. I'm sure our old place isn't even big enough for them all to have separate bedrooms. As for me, I still can't believe I'm the official manager of a Whole Foods store. I'm getting paid more, and I even find the work really satisfying. I have the motivation to get up and go to work for the first time in my life. So I guess things are finally working out for me, and it's pretty cool. I learned a lesson from my 2 failed marriages. I have terrible luck with men. So right now, I'm just going to focus on what I can do by myself and put all my energy into that. I'm ready to get started on my own life. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time! Hey, Dean. I'm leaving you. In fact, I've already left the house. I'll be staying at my mother's place from now on.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Where is this coming from? You didn't actually leave already, did you, Andrea?
Huh. From that reaction, it seems like you didn't even notice how much I've been going through lately. You really are a failure of a husband. At least now I know I made the right decision.
What? I had no idea that you were struggling so much. I'm really sorry. I wish you'd said something to me sooner. If I thought you were having a tough time, I would have done something.
Yeah, sure. Too little, too late, Dean. I'm thinking about divorcing you, since you're such a lousy husband.
Are you serious? Divorce just like that out of the blue? What about our son? Oh, just calm down for a moment and let's talk this out, okay? Just come back home. Where are you and Caleb now?
I'm not with Caleb. I left him at home, so you take care of him.
What? You mean he's all alone right now?
Don't worry about it. He's already in 1st grade. He'll be fine.
Are you crazy? His mom just disappeared and left him at home all by himself? He must be terrified. What if he has an accident or something? How could you be so irresponsible?
Now that you mention it, he does tend to start crying whenever I go out grocery shopping.
Exactly. And you still left the house by yourself?
Well, if you're so worried about him, then why don't you go home and make sure he's okay?
I have an important meeting coming up. My boss will kill me if I skip out on it at the last minute. Please, just go back to the house, okay? Not for me, but for Caleb.
No way. I've already made up my mind about this. I'm not going back to the house that easily.
And you call yourself a mother? What am I supposed to do now? Is there anything I can do to convince you to come back?
Sure there is. I have conditions, though.
Okay, what are they? I'll do anything.
Let's see. I want you to raise my spending money from $1,600 a month to $3,200. And I can go out at night whenever I want, regardless of Caleb. You'll take care of Caleb on weekends while I get to do whatever I feel like. No more overtime, no more business trips. And you have to clean the shower and the toilet from now on. And cook dinner at least 4 times a week after you get back from work.
Hold on a minute, this is way too much for me to handle. You want me to do almost everything by myself? And what are you gonna do?
Whatever I want. If you do all of these things for me, that's how I'll know you really care about me. I won't accept any compromises.
But Andrea, I do really care about you, believe me.
Then you need to show it, not just say it.
As for the cooking you guys dinner, the earliest I can come home from work is 7:30 p.m. every night. What is Caleb supposed to eat before then? I can't just let him starve after coming home from school.
I already said no overtime. Were you even paying attention?
That's gonna be difficult, you know? If not impossible. I have a good salary now precisely because I do a lot of overtime. My job kind of necessitates it. If I stop doing overtime, my salary will decrease by $1,200 a month. Are you okay with that?
Of course not. I won't accept that.
I also can't double your allowance. That's too unrealistic. Once you deduct gas, bills, rent, electricity, food, transport, and so on from my salary, there's only $2,200 left a month. I think I'm already being more than generous giving you $1,600 of that to spend on yourself. That only leaves $600 for me, you know?
Then you're going to have to change jobs and make more money, aren't you? Find somewhere with a high salary, no overtime, and no business trips.
Huh? If there was a company out there like that, I would have already quit my job and gone to work there. You're gonna have to be realistic about this, Andrea. What you're saying is just impossible.
Excuses, excuses. Are you sure you don't have a low salary because you're just useless?
Now that is going too far, don't you think?
Look, do you want us to get divorced or not?
Of course I don't want that.
Then you need to prove to me that you really care about me.
I do care about you. Don't you see how hard I'm working to give you and Caleb a good life? And besides that, I do the dishes every night. I take the trash out in the morning. I take Caleb out on the weekends to give you a break. I'm doing the best for you.
Well, your best is not enough. I don't have enough love, money, or appreciation from you.
I let you go out drinking with your friends, don't I? I've never said anything to stop you from doing that.
Oh, how generous of you to let your wife go drinking once a month. What do you want, a trophy?
Well, how many times a month do you want to go before you'll be satisfied then?
5 times a week.
5 times a week? Are you serious? That is way too often, no matter how you think about it.
Fine then. Divorce it is.
All right. I'll do everything I can to comply with your conditions. Let me think over the conditions a bit, okay? Then I'll get back to you with my thoughts.
I already told you no compromises. Are you taking this seriously or not? You're mistaken if you think I'm going to back down on this.
Please, Andrea, there are some things that I can't just do, okay?
My conditions are absolute. I won't hear any excuses. I'm not coming home until you've proven to me that you understand my feelings and that you can take care of me properly.
Oh, don't be like this. Being stubborn is not going to solve anything here.
If you think you're going to get off the hook here, then you're very mistaken. I've already made my decision. Take it or leave it.
My name is Dean. I'm a 40-year-old office worker. One day, my wife suddenly threatened to divorce me unless I do almost all of the housework and childcare. I was just flabbergasted at her unreasonable demands. There seemed to be no end to them. I'm responsible for Andrea's frustration because I'm her husband. I've been so busy with work recently that I haven't had time to listen to what she might have to say. But I wish she hadn't run away from home so suddenly. I wish we had just had one more chance to talk before she left. Maybe that's just me being selfish. After all, I was the one who failed to notice that she wasn't happy. Maybe I deserve this. Andrea really didn't come back that night. I rushed home, but Caleb was safely asleep on the sofa. I don't mind taking him to school in the morning, but I can't leave him all alone from afternoon to 7:30 p.m. at night. My parents live far away, and I can't depend on them to help out either. So I asked my boss to let me go home early. While enduring the cold stares of my coworkers, I returned home. I stopped by a fast food joint on the way home to pick up dinner for me and Caleb. Somehow, 5 days passed like this. Then, one day, I got a text from my wife in a fit of rage. The result of that text led to something unbelievable.
Why haven't you contacted me yet? You said you would think about my conditions.
I'm sorry. I just have had my hands full with day-to-day life.
I've been going through the same thing all this time. Do you know how hard it is now?
You were a full-time housewife though, right?
And there it is. Looking down on me just because I'm a housewife.
I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying that the time we have available is different.
Anyway, have you decided to accept my conditions or not?
I can't afford to give you a $3,200 allowance. And I can't let you go out drinking 5 times a week. As for taking care of Caleb on the weekends, that's okay. No business trips or overtime work? I can't do that without my salary decreasing. I don't mind cleaning the shower or the toilet. Cooking dinner 4 days a week? I'll do it if you don't mind that it's late. Then there's the matter of taking Caleb to school. That's a tough one because I don't have time for that.
Huh? Is this a joke? You've only agreed to about 3 of my conditions.
I don't have a choice. I've made the best concessions I can. You need to relax the conditions.
If you don't change jobs, I'll get you fired. I'll tell your boss that you beat me up.
What? Are you crazy? How low can you possibly sink?
If I have a few fake bruises and a medical certificate, he'll take pity and believe me. This is the advantage of being a woman.
You're a coward, aren't you? Do you really need to go to such lengths to get what you want?
Of course I do. That's why we're negotiating.
What you're threatening is illegal on so many levels.
Also, I've spray painted a bunch of sexist and racist remarks on your car to make it look like you wrote them. I even wrote some insults about myself on there. Clever, right?
That's a company car.
I know.
You're the one who's gonna get in trouble for that, okay? This is destruction of property.
What, are you going to tell your boss? If you're shameless enough to say, my wife did it, then go ahead.
Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
You're making conditions that are absolutely unfeasible, and you're playing pranks on me like a child. It's like you're trying to make me angry on purpose or something.
Huh? What are you getting at? I just want to be taken care of properly.
And why would you risk being separated from your own son to do that?
Because if I don't go to such lengths, you won't take me seriously, of course. It's hard for me to leave Caleb, too. I don't like being away from him either.
Well, then come back home.
No way. I told you I won't back down. This is a battle that I can't lose.
This isn't a game, Andrea. This is our family.
Give in to all my conditions. Unless you want to cause more damage than you already have. Call me when you're ready.
For God's sake. Of course it's impossible with those conditions you made. But I'll consider them again for a while.
Consider. You're like some politician or something. Hurry up and make up your mind already. Things are only going to get worse for you.
I'll contact you later.
You've kept me waiting too long, haven't you?
Oh, Andrea, it's been a while.
Don't you think 2 months is too long to delay this?
Has it been 2 months already?
So, are you done thinking about my conditions?
Oh, that. I almost forgot all about it.
What are you talking about? I've been waiting a long time for you to make up your mind about this. If you want me back, say yes right now.
Back? Back where?
Our house, of course.
You don't have a home anymore.
What?
I moved out about 3 weeks ago.
Moved? Moved where?
Where do you think?
Don't be so hasty. We're still married.
Well, technically on paper, yes, we're still husband and wife. But at this point, we're practically divorced, right?
Because I left?
No, it's not because of that.
Then what?
Because you're living with another man. You didn't think I knew?
But how? It doesn't make sense.
The last time we talked, I knew something was wrong. I don't know if you'd call it a hunch, but I felt uneasiness. I asked your parents where you guys are living, and they said that you never came home. I thought it was getting more and more suspicious, so I hired a private detective.
I can't believe you doubted me like that.
I'm glad I did it, because the truth came out.
I don't know what you saw, but that detective is an idiot. He ripped you off. I don't live with a man.
You don't?
I'm at a girl's house. She's a friend of mine. She's tall and keeps her hair short, so she kind of looks like a guy. So your detective has got this all wrong.
That's strange. But she's been using the men's toilets. And she's registered as a man on her family registry.
Huh? How can you, a stranger, look at his family register?
You said his.
What? Oh, damn it.
My lawyer took a look at his family register using his official authority.
Why do you need a lawyer?
Because I'm suing you and that guy.
That's not fair.
You're the one who's being unfair. Making up all those unreasonable conditions that no one would agree to. It was just a way to free up more money for yourself and to have more time to mess around with your secret lover.
You're wrong.
I don't care what the reason is. It's still an unreasonable request.
No, you see, it's not like that.
And I might have forgiven you if I just said yes and gone along with your demands, if not for one thing. You hurt Caleb.
I didn't do anything to Caleb.
You not doing anything is exactly what hurt him.
Why? What do you mean?
How would you feel if one day his mother suddenly disappeared?
I don't know. Depends on the kid, I guess.
Caleb blamed himself. He said you left because he wasn't good enough. He said he should have done more to help around the house. He cried every night after you left.
He's such a little wimp for a boy.
He's only 7 years old. He's just a little kid. But while I've been taking care of him, I realized the importance of something. It's called parental love.
Huh? I used to give him parental love too. What are you going on about?
That's not what Caleb said. He said his mom was always on her phone and wouldn't listen to him. He said that you smiled at your phone, but not at him.
That's not true.
But he enjoys being with me. We eat together, talk together, laugh together. He says he feels more relaxed now than when he's with you.
Ugh, he's so not cute.
That's why I decided to change jobs.
Will you get a raise?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? But no, it's the opposite. It's gonna be a big drop in salary.
That's not what you promised me.
What are you talking about? I don't remember making any promises to you at all.
How are you going to live?
I've decided to move back to my parents' house. I feel sorry for having to move Caleb to a different school away from all of his friends. But I'd feel safer with my parents around when the time comes.
So you're just relying on your parents in the end.
We're family? What's wrong with relying on each other?
You're just being spoiled. A real man should be independent.
I'll always be there for Caleb if he ever needs my help. I'll do whatever I can for him. My parents think the same way. That's why they accepted me.
Oh, I see. So we're divorced. Okay. So what? Who cares? I don't care.
It's not that simple. You should know that already. You know what I'm talking about? The price you have to pay for cheating?
Are you talking about alimony? Just deduct it from your share of the property.
By my share of the property, are you talking about the savings that you've been spending all this time? Because there's nothing left anymore.
Wait a minute. I didn't spend all of it.
I just checked and I have a balance of $16 left.
I used the credit card, sure, but I don't remember spending that much.
You must have used it without checking the balance. Talk about irresponsible. I am so done.
Well, whatever. What's done is done. No use dwelling on it.
Apparently, I can bill you for this one too.
Huh? That's not fair.
How much do you think you'll have to pay in total? About $15,000, including alimony?
I'm not paying that. Are you crazy?
And I can charge your lover $20,000 too.
No way. He's not paying anything either.
I knew this was coming. I'm glad I skipped the settlement. If the court rules in my favor, I can garnish his wages. I am not gonna let you get away with this. Keep that in mind.
Wait a minute. That's too much.
And as for the graffiti on the company car, they're having it repainted. I asked my boss to send you the bill.
What? It was your car?
He said he'd report it for vandalism.
I didn't vandalize anything.
And I want child support for Caleb.
What? But I'm a woman.
So what? That has nothing to do with anything. As a parent, woman or not, you have a duty to provide for your children. You have to pay it if we're getting divorced.
If only you'd agreed to all the terms, none of this would have happened.
Oh, don't be absurd. I can't take those ridiculous terms.
If I get back with you, will you drop the charges and everything?
What are you talking about?
I think it's a good idea for Caleb to have his parents together. And it would reduce the amount of household chores you'll have as a single parent.
Don't say stupid things that make this entire conversation a waste of time. We're divorcing, and I'm taking custody of Caleb. End of story.
But you told me to come home. You told me you didn't want a divorce.
That was up until the other day. You're no longer necessary to me and Caleb. He's having a good time with his grandparents and me. He doesn't need you.
So mean.
He made a few new friends at school already, too. He comes home every day covered in mud from playing baseball with them. Washing his clothes is a real pain.
I'll wash them for you.
You really think that's gonna be enough to change my mind?
Don't be so stubborn.
Your lover, he's aiming to be a stage actor, right? A scandal would really put a dent in his career, so you'd better make sure you both pay the alimony.
You even found out about that?
Anyway, all the relatives have come over and we're about to have dinner, so I gotta go.
I want to go too.
If you show up, then Aunt Lisa's guard dog will be waiting in the yard to greet you.
Ugh, no way. I hate dogs.
Then don't come anywhere near our place. Goodbye, Andrea.
Wait, don't go yet. We're not done talking.
After that, I filed for divorce through my attorney. It didn't take long before the divorce was finalized. She gave up her custodial rights pretty easily. I'm glad that we didn't have to go through the whole manipulation thing. Andrea's lover was surprised that she suddenly went to court. His lawyers have negotiated a settlement. They said that they would pay the full amount if we dropped the lawsuit. I guess he didn't want his future to be damaged. I decided to comply with this, but Andrea's case is different. She was sure to run away, so I wanted to take her to court and get a sentencing. I wanted to be in a position to foreclose on her if she didn't pay. Everything went according to my plan when it came to the division of property. Andrea was ordered to pay $50,000. She also had to pay $30,000 for vandalizing the company car. Andrea's parents called her a disgrace and cut her off. Last I heard, she was working in some shady club, faking her age. I can't say I feel too sorry for her, though. She pays $1,200 a month along with child support. Caleb used to be a quiet boy who lacked confidence, but since coming out here to live with me and his grandparents, he seems to have brightened up. We may be living in the remote countryside now, but it's a good life out here. I'm gonna be there for my son and make as many memories with him as I can. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel.